a certain price, I'm not gonna try to haggle them. Right. They know how much they lifestyle costs, or how much they need to live, how much they love that piece, and they want to keep it, so they can put a price on it to make it. You know, if you want it, this is how much I'm gonna give it for you for. You know, give it. That's what I do. I focus on the people that fuck with me.
Is Maya Bailey happy?
I'm never 100% happy. I would never say that. I'll be lying. Like, yeah, I'm 100% happy all the time. Hell no, man. I get mad at my employees all the time and shit. You know, I gotta be a boss who like that job. You know, that's the hardest decision on the planet. That's the hardest decision to make, because you might personally like these people, and you be like, man, this person suck at this job. I'm gonna have to clip this person, and then you might gonna be friends with this person. You know, that will make you happy. So yeah, that's the only part of my life that's complex. Everything else, if I had to put my business out the side, hell yeah, man. I'm completely, nice. At least 99.9% happy. Okay. That other percentage that fucking dealing with being a boss. That shit sucks. I don't care what boss say. You must have a super ego. You really thinking like it's not stressful that when you wake up, it's up to you to make sure that your employees eat. And whoever not doing the job, fucking up for everybody else, you have to clip them even if you love them. You know, that's a stressful shit. So that's not happy at all. You know, no matter how much money you make, you still be put in these tight situations where you don't want to goddamn be the bad guy. You have to. Shit sucks. You know, that's just who I am.
Yeah.
Everything else is peace. That's the only way I let my aggression out now is for business.
Okay.
You know.
So what's next for you?
My plan is.
What's your plan? Can you reveal the plan?
I'm working on a film right now with Artemis Jenkins. It's like it's not a follow up to Color Outside the Lines. People wanted one, but I think that will come. But the culture still need to grow up a little bit.
So, speaking of Color Outside the Lines, the purpose of that was.
It was like a goodbye to. It was like me saying goodbye to like mainstream tattooing. Cause I'm burnt out. And let people know like it's other talented people out there outside of myself, you know, and maybe that would get me inspired to see some of these people blow up, you know what I'm saying, and see them changing styles and doing stuff, you know. And I wanted, only reason I'm tattooing now, even to this day, is because I still see a lack of young artists creating new styles up. So what I do is create styles, let the young artists have them, and then try to create new shit and keep me excited.
Wow, you let them have them.
Yeah, man. And a lot of times I don't even know where it came from. I look at something that somebody did, and I'm like, man, Carter did a tattoo like that in '95. You know what I'm saying? He just now catching on to it. You know what I'm saying? And in the style that he created then that they using, they don't even know, so they don't even know how to give credit to it, because you know if it ain't documented, people just forget about it. So that was one of the reasons I did that. I thought about like jazz, thought about like Miles Davis and John Coltrane and these great people I look up to. And nobody document and shoot pictures of these people, they would not exist.
True.
You know? And if we don't do it ourselves, our own people, man, who can do it? The white people ain't gonna do it for us. But the whole thing is like, I wanted to make sure that these artists are documented, you know what I'm saying? And people know who the first African American tattoo artist is. That's important to me, you know? And it was a black woman. And the person who was teaching the mass of a black artist was a white woman. You know, it was women that really, if you want to, you know what I'm saying? Women did it. And, you know, for us, you know, they had the courage to step out and do the things. And I just wanted to show that, you know. And it was like, kind of like my kind of goodbye to mainstream tattooing. Like at my 20-year point when I released Color Outside the Lines, I didn't turn down any client, anybody, no matter what their money was, no matter what they was. If they could get to me and set the appointment, it didn't matter. I just was so thankful, and I'm still thankful to this day. But it was to a point where I was fucking up my own happiness, because I was like, man, I got this bullshit ass tattoo that is stupid. It's a concept that I don't agree with. Yeah, man. And for 20 years I did that. So I said, if I did tattoo again, I'm gonna have to start screening. I'm gonna have to do a certain minimum, and I'm gonna make sure that, you know, I deserve that. You know, I feel like I deserve that, and I can pick and choose on my tattoo. And then also, if you don't want to go to me, I open up opportunities and created jobs for other artists that you might like better than me. Everybody ain't gonna like your shit. I try to make sure we see everybody's style look completely different from the next. You don't have somebody in our shop with the same two styles going side by side. There's no competition here. It's just you cultivating your own following based off your style of work. There's no competition on that level. I just like, if y'all want to be competitive, not competitive spirit, this is who can make the most money.
Right, right. Take it to business. Yeah.
Yeah. This is who can make the most money. I mean, that's what, I took my aggression in, and my competition level, all that stuff is basically like playing a game of Monopoly or something like that. That's the only way I channel it to keep me not being bitter from business, because I don't like the business part. You know what I'm saying? But
you just want to create.
Yeah, but I'm good at business.
Yeah.
And that's the curse. Give me a curse. I'd rather just be an artist, but then I can't find no one who can do business like me. That can take my place on that. So that's the part that make you unhappy. It's like, damn, man. I love the business, but I want to be an artist at the end of the day. Doing that shit drains you. You don't want to be thinking about numbers and go onto a canvas. Or thinking about how you want to crush the competition. Then do a paint that's peaceful. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a hard battle.
Understood. So what's the new project?
So me and Artemis Jenkins, it's really his project. I was like, hey, Artemis, man, I said I want to do another art that I know I did first. And I'm like, and I can tell, I remember when that era when a whole bunch of artists were doing that stuff, then the era of the internet, and then you get to see people doing your stuff.
Yeah.
You seeing people, using the style. But people don't know these eras of that I started in art. So I'm gonna break it down, these certain periods that you've seen, the years, and what I was going through in that period of my life. Shot through the eyes of Artemis Jenkins. Whatever he want to do, I'm gonna give him full creative control over it. And so I can focus on. I'm about to open up an art gallery.
Oh, where?
Somewhere in Atlanta.
Okay.
Okay. I don't tell that much of it.
All right, I'm like, so what's the address?
Okay. Yeah, not yet.
Right,
but it'll be around like in around March or April.
Okay.
But I just want to give. I got enough clients that like even my paintings. I do a lot of painting. I sell a lot of art, and I got personal buyers. But everybody ain't gonna want my shit. Like I thought, like in tattooing, nobody want all my stuff. So I can make some money. I'm losing money if I don't do it. Cause I know enough artists that I know I can sell their paintings to the same people that buy my work, and I can make some money.
Businessman, okay.
And at the same time, it's creating careers. These artists that I know still doing paintings for a couple of $100s. The clients I'm doing not spending anything. They want to spend stuff in the thousands for their collections. They don't want $100 painting in their house. Exactly. So it's creating an opportunity for these young artists to make real money. I'm big on that because we forget we live in America, and people forget America is not really a country; it's a business. It's a business. When you go outside the country, that's when you realize that's living life. You're not thinking about waking up and going to work. Thinking about, I'm gonna do my thing, come in, we're gonna celebrate life together at night, or whatever. Living life. We don't live here; we hustle here. And that's part of American culture, and no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Because when you go outside of that, and you see how they might don't have enough as we have, or whatever, but they not.
Good.
They good. They mind state is that's not important, It's so materialistic, and you need more, So what I'll try to do, try to not feel like I don't want to be. I'm not into greed. I want enough. That a dream can come true, and I want that opportunity where young people can make a lot of money. And I want to see it. I want to be able to see someone in their 20s making thousands of dollars a week. I want to see that shit, and I do get to see it, and I get to see what it do to them. And it's like, and I can steer in a good direction, or I can see someone fall off the edge. They're not used to making that much money, but that's our life. But majority of the artists I've seen that came in and start making money now on the right path. Look at Paper Frank. Corey Davis.
Art.
What?
Art.
Life.
Phoenix.
What's art?
Rabbit.
Best friend.
Oh, yeah. Asheville.
Home.
Atlanta.
Love.
Music.
Spell.
Miya.
Artist.
Appreciate that.
What's up?
So being at the magazine is called Spread.
That's dope.
The ultimate question. What do you like to spread?
Actual question.
What do you like to spread?
That's fucked up. More than anything?
More than anything.
A woman.
Word, okay.
Oh man, nothing more than that. My wife, how's that?
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Great. I said one wife. My wife.
Wait, pause, rewind.
Right, I know.
Cause she understands that the shit that was changing. I'm not homophobic. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But the guys, they would come to you more when you had locks. You know what I'm saying down here, and I'm not cool with it. I'm like, I shouldn't even have to say that I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but it was just getting to a point where people was confusing the energies, and I was like, like I was a dread. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So it was just like it was a transition time, and I knew the energy I was attracting broke motherfuckers to me. So he was like, Tookie was like, man, we all cut our locks. We all had locks.
Okay.
We all had locks. Every single one of us.
Okay. And y'all just cut them.
Yeah, we cut them.
Same time?
No, around the same time, like certain times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was around the same year. Like, okay, it's my turn. My turn. We was all talking about cutting our locks. We were just ready at the same at one time. And two was like, man, it's gonna open up your doors to another world that you couldn't get into before. Because it's still, down here, it's classism. And it's cliquish. It's Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's cliquish.
Maybe everywhere.
Yeah, it's cliquish. Yeah. It's motherfucking, it's classism. About black people, treat black people differently. You know? The people born and raised in Atlanta, you don't see them here. Everybody from somewhere else. You know? Yeah. And it's a transplant culture that mixed up everybody from somewhere else, which is beautiful, but also it's lacking Atlanta now. You know, Atlanta people, man, you gotta go fucking far. Go to the West End, you can see somebody born and raised in Atlanta. You might go to 5 Points and see a couple of niggas, you know? But you don't see that. You don't hear that shit in their voice. Somebody from Atlanta, like you hear somebody from New Orleans in certain places, you know, go to Charleston, you hear you know what I'm saying? Atlanta had their thing too. And people may seem like that shit was embarrassing. That shit was the beautiful thing. It should be embraced of how, you know, that. Yeah, it's a mixture between slavery, Africa, and all kinds of shit mixed up in there. But it was Atlanta. And you don't hear that shit. You don't see it no more, you know?
Cool. That's a different take on locks.
Now it's like, you see them, they trap niggas. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had locks then, I was my 20s, motherfuckers think I'm probably a cheap key type nigga. And I was. I was. So, I was wild as fuck, but, you know. Yeah, man, but then when I got older and had my locks and shit like that, man, it was like, you know, that nigga Rasta, he got mad weed. You know what? I smoke weed.
Right.
Just having to walk around, people automatically thinking that about assuming things.
Yeah, man, but as soon as I cut my lock, I started attracting like doctors, lawyers, my clients that I needed to make where I needed to be, the money. You know, it didn't change who I was. I just needed to make more money. You know what I'm saying? So the reason I cut my locks was more like I needed to make more money. You know, I didn't want to. It wasn't like that choice. Like if to me, I would have my locks forever. But if I wanted to make the money I wanted to make, not saying that you have to do that now. I'm talking about when I had to do it then. It was that. Now I think it's more free. You can be whoever. That's why I like it.
It's a little.
Yeah. It's like maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm like I said, I'm not in that world no more, man. But I remember, man, like it did open up a lot of doors, and people that weren't fucking with me before started fucking with me. They're like, nigga, I was kind of scared of your ass, man. Wow, man. Had thick ass locks, you know.
And then second question would, normally ask people what color would they paint the world if they could? But would you rather ink the world or would you rather paint the world?
I would say paint it. Paint got my flow. It's more calm. When I'm doing illustration work, it's more of a different energy than paint. Paint is more free. I'm happy and shit. When I'm doing illustrations, it's more of a nervousness because it gotta be perfection. You know, the line can't be out of place. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta be so clean. I'll show you some of them. That's one that black book I think over there, big black portfolio somewhere. It's over there. That's it. This book right here is like when I'm doing this type of work, I'm not calm.
Yeah. Cause the details,
Yeah,
the
man.
lines.
I'm real tight on it, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's not you're not calm. I'm more of like, okay, this shit is concentration. Yeah, so
it's like
yeah,
perfect.
we doing
It
the
is
world.
perfect.
We doing the world. You can paint that. You can just free. It's
What
free.
color would you paint it?
I like the color of your hair. I like that color. Like
lavender.
But yeah, like a lavender, like a real calm lavender. I don't know. I took some DMT and I seen lavender.